Okay. My phone is buzzing like crazy.
Uh-oh.
And it is becoming official. It is becoming official. I do believe it's just been tweeted out. Can you confirm if that is the case before I say what's about to come into my into existence, sir?
Yeah. Rap Sheet got it.
You did?
Yep.
Okay.
Tom's got it too.
They all got it. They all got it.
Myles Garrett is in fact being traded. The Cleveland Browns are trading him to the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. Wow. Holy smokes. And that changes a lot. That shows you the Rams are not messing around. That shows you that the drafting of Ty Simpson, I don't know what the compensation is yet, but it will involve future firsts that the Rams are happy to to get this guy with their MVP quarterback while he's still playing. And with Matthew Stafford seeing this, he might want to keep playing until his wheels fall off. And if they like Ty Simpson as much as they did to get him 13th overall, and they feel like that's the quarterback of the future, they don't need a first-round choice on a quarterback or anybody, quite frankly.
Nope.
That shows you they mean business. That shows you they mean business next time, the Seahawks are inside the 20 or the 10 or anywhere on the field, or Brock Purdy's anywhere on the field. We've got Myles Garrett coming for you. And they realize we can win now, and we can win in our own damn stadium just like the last time.
Yep.
And this also means they've got to be out of the running for A.J. Brown. There's nothing, I'd imagine, significant enough left in the store to give to Philadelphia. So that removes the Rams from that front. And if A.J. Brown was in their mix, that will be no more. First blush thoughts on the news that is just broken. Have the terms been announced? Because I've heard rumors on that front.
So according to Tom and others, it's Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, and then everyone else has this additional compensation.
Okay, we'll figure out the rest, but they're getting a stud of a young player back to replace Myles Garrett, who is technically irreplaceable, but you get this young stud back, and he is going to take this hard, and he will have a chip on his shoulder and say, all right, I get it. I'm here in Cleveland. And a first-round pick next.
What if the Browns are walking into one of the biggest turning point off seasons this franchise has had in years, and two names are sitting right in the middle of it for completely different reasons: Denzel Ward and Shedeur Sanders. One represents proven star power, leadership, and everything Cleveland has leaned on in the secondary for years. The other represents possibility, upside, and that restless feeling Browns fans know too well, that maybe the future at quarterback is trying to force its way into the spotlight. And that is why this conversation is so fascinating right now. Because while there is no official announcement that Denzel Ward is leaving, there is real chatter about the Browns' long-term structure after all the changes around the roster, and Ward's name naturally comes up because he is still one of the franchise's biggest assets. At the same time, the team's own offseason framing still shows Ward and Tyson Campbell as the starting outside corners, with Cleveland discussing corner as a depth area before the draft, not as a position they had already blown up. So let's keep this honest from the jump. A Denzel Ward exit is not a confirmed move. It is a possibility fans are debating in a bigger conversation about where the Browns are headed next. And that is exactly where the Shedeur Sanders part starts to matter more, because if Cleveland is entering a younger, more uncertain phase after all the roster questions, then the pressure shifts harder to the quarterback room and to whatever positive signs exist there. And yes, there have been positive signs. Todd Monken has publicly praised Shedeur's progress, saying he has come a long way in his progressions, getting the ball out and understanding concepts. ESPN also reported earlier this offseason that Monken embraced Shedeur right away when he arrived, which matters because it signals real buy-in from the new head coach, not just tolerance. That does not mean Shedeur has won anything. It does mean the Browns are seeing development, and in this town, real development at quarterback gets attention fast. Now that is why the Denzel Ward angle feels bigger than just a defensive rumor. If the Browns ever seriously considered moving a player like Ward down the line, it would not just be about replacing a corner. It would be about admitting the roster is being rearranged around a different timeline. And if that timeline is shifting, then Shedeur Sanders becomes even more important than before, because suddenly the question is not only can he compete with Deshaun Watson, the question becomes, is he part of the actual next era of Browns football? That is the kind of pressure that changes how fans watch every OTA rep, every camp throw, every quote from Monken, every little signal coming out of Berea. But here is the reason Browns fans should not come away from this feeling negative. There is still a very positive football path here. Ward is still on the roster. He is still one of the Browns' most important defensive players. NFL.com still lists him as part of the current Cleveland roster, and recent Browns team content has continued to frame him as a top piece of the cornerback room. So if he stays, great. Now you keep a high-end veteran on defense while the offense keeps evolving. And if the Shedeur development is real, now you have something Cleveland has been starving for, a young quarterback who might actually be growing while the rest of the roster is still talented enough to support him. That is why this is so important. It is not just about whether Denzel Ward leaves or stays. It's about whether the Browns can navigate change without losing the core of what still makes the team dangerous. And honestly, the positive Shedeur angle may be the most important part of all of this. The Browns have needed hope at quarterback for years. Not noise, not endless debate, not recycled arguments. Hope, real hope. And when Monken praises his progress, when the organization keeps him firmly in the conversation, and when his development is treated seriously instead of like a sideshow, Browns fans have every reason to pay attention. Because if Shedeur keeps climbing and Ward stays as part of a defense that still has proven players, then this team is not spiraling, it is transitioning. And those are two very different things. One is chaos, the other is a chance to build something. So my take is simple, Dawg Pound. Denzel Ward leaving is still a possibility people can debate, not a fact on the board right now. But the bigger story is that every one of these roster questions now makes Shedeur Sanders' progress more important. If he keeps taking steps, if Monken keeps believing, and if Cleveland handles the veteran core the right way, then the Browns still have a path to come out of all this stronger than people think. Tell me in the comments, would you rather see the Browns keep Denzel Ward as part of the veteran foundation or start shifting harder toward a younger timeline built around Shedeur Sanders and the next wave? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in, because this Browns offseason still feels like it is building towards something much bigger.